Hey guys, today we're gonna skip ahead of the fire, and I told you guys after a couple months we'd be doing some duct tape stuff, but I just found out today that our homecoming next week, or a week after that, not completely sure, is all about duct tape and garbage bags themes. So I'm gonna skip right ahead to the duct tape today and show you a couple things for my school. Um, First off, of course, you're gonna need duct tape, multiple. I just have gray right now. My mom is buying me different colors later. Have some fun with it. But first, we're going to do something with duct tape, and then you need the scissors. And we're going to be making a folder. Basic folder, just 2 compartments. Something to hold papers in at school. Same old, same old. To do this, you will need the piece of paper for size, duct tape, and a pair of scissors. Scissors is optional, but it's a lot easier to shape it with the scissors. Okay, let's get started. First off, take strips of duct tape that are 2 inches longer than the paper. So, about right there. Got the size of the paper a little bigger, just for safety. And then we're going to keep doing this until it's the same size as the paper. You keep going across until it's the width, until it's about 1 inch longer than the paper itself. I'm going to fast forward this while I'm doing this, just so you guys don't have to wait through all this. Okay, now you can see that it's about the width of the paper. Yeah, you can see that. Paper fits in there fine, good shape, everything. Now, you fast forward this again, but now you gotta flip it over. So grab the piece you have first so it all comes along with it. Just a second. Might fast forward this a little bit just so it goes quicker. And there we go, flip it over. And I'm using a wood table, it's kind of bad, so probably can't see on the camera that good, but there is the wood specs there. And now we're going to take the pieces, same length, and going over this the exact opposite direction. Don't really know how to explain that, so just hope you know what that means. That way it doesn't actually, so they stay together so the seams don't rip apart. You gotta be careful on this part. Make sure it's perfect. It doesn't have to be exact because you will be trimming this in the end. That's why we're making it 2 extra inches bigger. That way you can trim it. And you gotta do this all the way across again. And I'm gonna fast forward it, so see you there. Okay. Now you can see that we got both sides taped, so there's no sticky sides. There is trimmed, but there's extra up on top, but don't worry about that. Don't try to tape it over. That will be trimmed if you did this right. It won't really matter if you trim it. And to do this, Now this is going to be the part you guys are all going to sigh about. You guys have to make an exact duplicate of this. Another one more. Won't take long, but I really don't feel like fast forwarding, so I'm just going to stop the video here, and then I'll come back when I have the second sheet. Hey guys, got the two pieces now. As you can see, two. Same size, both cover both sides. And now we're going to start on the trimming it. Trim it, all you really got to do is take a piece of paper and trace with something. I was going to use marker, but I realized if I use permanent marker, it will not come off, so you probably shouldn't do that. Use pencil. She doesn't make a mark, but just indents it a little bit. And make an outline of the paper, but add like an extra 3-4 centimeters. And just trace that. There. Trace that. Now, all I gotta do is cut that out with the scissors. Okay, right there. And paper fits in that just perfect. Now, all I gotta do is cut out the second one. Well, I got both sheets now, both cut out, and now we're gonna start on building the actual folder. To do this, we're gonna start out without even making pockets. We're not making pockets yet because it's kind of pointless until you actually have the folder constructed. Gotta find two edges that match up better because, you know, unless you use a ruler, which I did not, because I just don't think about it at the time. It has to be the straight edges. So, these two right here, probably the most straight together. Maybe it's actually even better. And you're gonna tape those together on one side. Get a piece of paper. You can trim this off, so don't worry if it's not big. It doesn't have to be perfect or nothing. It does come off. And tape these together. Okay. And I'm going to go like that. And you don't want to fold completely over because then it will be bent. If you fold part of it over, you can just cut off the rest and it looks neat again from the outside of it. Cut it good, which I am not doing right now. La la la. Do this end. Okay, now that they're taped together, you got the choice of taping the inside, which I usually do not because, I don't know, just don't usually feel like it. I will now because I did cut this kind of weird for some reason. I'm only going to tape up a few pieces. And you do not want to use a full piece right here because this has to bend. So this will be the inside. So just cover up what you have to, the rest kind of leave alone so it still bends. Like, see, now it won't bend as good. I have no idea what a crease is. And this, you can usually take your scissors, not the sharp end, and just crease it down. And do not push too hard. Best to use rubber or something because this does cut. You leave marks on the duct tape, which I did right there. If you can see that, probably, maybe. And there is the basic folder. Open it up, close it, good. And you can decorate this any way you want. But now we're gonna make the pockets. So measure out the height of your pocket, which is for me gonna be about 5 inches, 4 inches, about that height. Not too big. It's actually gonna be a little bigger than what mine are, but you know, gotta make it a little bigger just in case, like always. And then make the length of your pocket. And remember, you can't do the whole pocket at once all the way across because that can ruin it. That will ruin it. And do the exact same thing you did with these. Do one side, then flip it over, tape the other side, and make two pockets the same size that will fit in there. And be right back.